Hello and welcome to the Athlete First Media Podcast. Today I am joined by current SMCC Seawolf, that's always the one I get confused, and former Narraguagus star volleyball player Allison Frazier. Allison, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to jump right into this thing. I mean, obviously, like I said, you played at Narraguagus. Kind of give us a recap of your time at Narraguagus as a volleyball player.
So, my mother's the coach, so I had been
Okay.
hanging out. Yeah. I had been hanging out with the team since like middle school, just being around. It's always been a big part of my life, obviously, because she's a coach.
Yeah.
But like from a young age, like I was in with the team. Coming in freshman year, I knew everybody. Freshman year, I was JV, which I'm a freshman. But sophomore year, in varsity, I won a few awards, which was pretty cool as a sophomore
Dang.
coming into a pretty structured team.
Yeah.
Junior year was a really great year. Ended up, because sophomore year we had gone to the state championship, but
Yeah.
we had lost to
Okay.
WA. But coming back as a junior, we came back pretty strong and we won the state championship, Class C, which was pretty great. And then senior year, obviously, we had some high hopes and we made it all the way again and won. So it's been a pretty good year.
Yeah, I have to imagine you're coming off the high, headed into college the right way, right? I mean,
For sure.
obviously champion reigning now 2 years in a row. You got to kind of get to wear that swag as you walk into college. What was your primary job at Narraguagus volleyball wise?
So all 4 years I was a setter,
Okay,
which a setter, like, obviously, when the ball comes over, we have people in the back row and they're passing the ball. The setter is the person who gets second ball like 90% of the time, and their goal is to just set up the hitters. Yeah.
it's just the. I mean, I can't do it because I got a microphone in my hand, but it's like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they can spike it, right?
Yep. So we're basically like I'd say almost like a point guard of
Yeah, that makes
basketball
sense. Yeah,
because we technically run the court. Like
yeah.
we are the ones that make the plays.
Interesting. Okay, so you're like kind of the most important part.
You would think so, but like as much as like we do, like I'm still more impressed by people who can obviously hit the ball really hard.
Fair,
So like everyone's kind of like looking at the hit rather than the set, which I'm fine with because I am too.
fair.
So
But
to like yeah,
the hit can't happen without the set, right? I mean,
exactly.
I played casual volleyball before.
Mhm.
If you don't have a good set, you spike it. It don't work.
Yeah, pretty
What?
much.
That's got to be brutal though, because you kind of got to be perfect at your job and get zero fame for
Honestly, I'm okay with that.
it.
I really enjoy watching like people be able to get that big hit. So I like being more mellow about things. Like I don't. I'm okay.
Be in the shadows.
Yeah,
Got you.
for sure.
So, what's your background in volleyball? How did this all start for you? Obviously, your mom's coach, but you had to choose your own path, right? How did you end up becoming a volleyball player and doing that?
So in Maine, we're really behind with volleyball.
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
So like other places have even like men's volleyball like through middle school and high
Yes,
school.
yeah.
But like our program is not relatively new, but I grew up playing basketball,
Gotcha.
like and all the other sports that were available to me, which obviously in elementary school was not volleyball.
Yeah,
So I didn't start playing volleyball until probably 6th or 7th grade
gotcha.
because we had middle school. And my mom runs like a club where like 6th through 8th grade can play, which obviously is like the stepping stone
Yeah,
that builds her team
yeah,
as high
yeah.
school. So
Smart lady.
yeah,
Starting them
she's
early.
she's really doing a lot down east, which
I'd
is
say
really
so.
she's building down
I
there, which
bet.
is impressive. No, I started playing probably in 6th grade, like, obviously. But my mother was a setter, and my
Okay.
cousin, who was a little older than me, was a setter. So it's
Dang.
kind of like we've got this little lineage, but
Yeah, I'd say so.
yeah.
And then like, how did it all become like your own once you got to high school? Because I mean, it's got to be hard, right? Because I mean, you walk in as you know the coach's daughter. I'm sure everybody's like, "Ah, here we go." That's how was your journey with it?
I remember, like, my family and, like, Down East Maine as a whole is, like, basketball.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, COVID happened when I was in, like, 7th grade, and
Oh,
I didn't have to play basketball.
Oh, people making me feel old. Episode before this, she's like, "Oh, I was 5." I don't know. She was like, "I was in 5th grade when the COVID happened." I was like, "Dog, I graduated the year of COVID. What do you mean you were in 5th grade?"
Yeah, no, my sister graduated that year, but like no, and like basketball, like I had that break from basketball and I was like, this is great. Like I really was at a point where I was like, I just don't want to play basketball anymore. Like I
Yeah,
was tired of it. I was burnt out. I'd played it since I had like arrived in this world,
yeah. And down east, that's the vibe.
for
That's what you
sure.
do.
Yes, 100% what you do. And like during that time where I didn't play, I found myself playing volleyball more. And obviously, like with the programs we had, I came in pretty like confident. And honestly, in our area, like being the coach's daughter, like, we all like know each other. Like our school is
Yeah,
tiny, like,
yeah.
and I had like really small.
It's really small.
I didn't think there was much stereotyping around me because obviously even the upperclassmen had known me since I'd just like kind of been around the team.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought, it was not as hard as I thought it would be going into high school and playing on that team.
it's fair. It's interesting you say a lot of that because I have to imagine like breaking the stereotype of like that down east, like you're gonna play basketball or baseball or both.
Mhm.
Has to be weird, right? To play a sport that probably people aren't like. We have volleyball at our school.
Yeah, I definitely think I remember probably my sophomore year, there was like no crowd at any of the games. Like
Yeah,
it was just like parents and grandparents. And then we took it to the state championship.
yeah,
And the returning year, like when I was a junior, the crowd was a little more full. And
gotcha.
like the sport is fully growing, like even like on the bigger level, like college, like
Yeah.
Nebraska had what the
Oh yeah, they were
most
packed.
numbers,
Yeah,
yeah, at a women's sporting event ever. Volleyball is definitely like you can see it like big time, and even like my small town, like you could see as we improved in our school individually, more and more people came to the games. Like a student section was full, like
yeah.
people were excited to watch volleyball.
Wow, that's awesome. It's interesting. Like I think what you said is very true, but it's an interesting place to be, right? Because like you get to live in the time where the sport you love is growing exponentially, which has got to be a fun experience for you.
For sure. Like it's so impressive, like being in the stage where like I feel like in the past like 2 to 3 years, volleyball has really like
Yeah,
skyrocketed. Um, and like being a high school player that had been playing throughout that entire time period, it's like it's amazing to like see people go out of their way to come watch volleyball. And even like I feel like it's not as like broadly talked about anyway. So
yeah,
like when people would interview me for the news or interview another player on my team, it's crazy. Like I mean
yeah,
other sports got it, but like
yeah,
that's unheard of like literally last year.
for sure. Yeah,
It's really cool being a part of that.
yeah. And I mean, certainly in a place like Maine. I mean, again, I talk about it a lot on this podcast. As someone who basketball is my first love, I'll be the first person to say that basketball dominates the main media and world as a whole in a lot of ways. I mean, the money runs through basketball. I mean, like, businesses put more money into things during basketball season because they know they're going to do better during basketball season because there's going to be more people going places and packed gyms and people having to go out to eat afterwards and come to the tournaments and stuff. I mean, it's got to be an interesting like dynamic to them being like one of those smaller sports that's like not as widely um, paid attention to. Like honestly, I've worked in media for 4 years now. I think four. I think this will be my 5th season or fifth like school year doing media. Yeah, so they I've done it for that long. I still don't really know where do you guys even do your state games?
They're normally like okay, so the Cross Insurance Center, like how they do basketball,
Yeah,
they don't have like the equipment to do volleyball, nor I don't even think it has been a thought so far.
fair.
Maybe eventually we'll have like a big stadium or
Yeah,
something to fill up, but normally it's like a high school that is like in between both places.
okay.
Actually, no, because last year for some reason it was us and Machias, and we are like 30 minutes from each other,
Literally,
and
yeah.
had to go all the way to Hamden. So actually, that's a lie, but that's what they say. But I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like it's like 2 hours away for both of us. We're like,
Yeah, that
okay.
makes no sense.
But it's obviously a bigger school to fill up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. In the year before, it was at I can't remember. But either way, like it's I don't even know, like probably a more known school. Like one year was at MDI, Camden. Where was the other one?
I mean, you played in it, girl. I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh no. Oh, it was at Ellsworth. Okay, there we
Gotcha.
go. It's
Okay.
I think they're just like schools that have bigger capacity. But like, so we're Class C, so we kind of get lesser. Class C is really down east, so we're like really close in this area. But like, Class A and Class B were held at I think SMCC last year
Oh, wow. Okay.
here. So it's more of like they used a college campus for that, which is good for them. But we had high
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah, of course. What was that like? Was the environment good for that? Because again, I mean, I don't think the MPA even like really puts anything out about things that aren't basketball. I mean, trying to find out information during this like baseball and softball season. Oh my lord, I couldn't get an email response from a single person at the NBA to MPA to get like media credentials. Pretty sure they just let whoever down there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like
Like, was there a
trying to
solid
think.
amount of people?
There okay, yes.
Okay.
So Machias has like I don't know, there's like a different aura about their crowd because I think they're a little more like I'm trying to put this nicely because like it doesn't bug me at all. They're very much like a little more angry and like
That's
they're
people
like
from down east mostly.
well, I think Narraguegas were not like that really.
Really? Okay.
No, like even like sometimes our student section's a little annoying, but other than like we're pretty respectful.
I used to play. I used to play against Machias 2 times a year in every sport, so I know well what Machias is like.
So like their crowd was mostly like parents, but they were very like
Trying to throw hands with the refs.
they're having a great time. Like I mean, they were I'm
Love
good for
that.
them. I'm glad they
Yeah,
had that crowd.
love that for them.
And we like genuinely like both schools have such like tight knit communities that like the stands were full. We had a full student section, like kids I'd never seen at games before were there.
Nice.
I had friends that had like athletic events that they like left early to come and see us. So
Nice.
like yeah, for sure it was a really big crowd, which is obviously like amazing. The turnout just like every year you come back and it's more people. It's insane.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, again, it's interesting because again, like not the most well-known out there popular sport in Maine, especially. So it's interesting. I always wonder like now that I'm covering more because again, like a lot of media around here takes these times a year off.
Yeah. Or they
They
only post basketball at this time of year anyway.
correct.
Yep.
It's a little bit interesting to me like now that I'm like venturing into the land of the unknown, I guess. It's like if you ever play like uh, games where there's like an open map and you open the map and it's black everywhere you haven't visited yet and you have to like
Yeah.
slowly explore things. That's what
Yes.
I'm doing currently.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's super cool. I love every minute of it, but it's like, wow, I didn't even know like again, like I didn't even know there was enough people to have volleyball like actually have classes. That's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're even getting more classes this year. Like I'm definitely seeing like more and more kids putting effort in and like doing stuff for volleyball. Like I think obviously since my mom's a coach, I get all the intel.
Yeah.
I think there's 9 freshmen this year
Wow.
coming
That's
in, which
awesome.
is insane.
That's awesome.
Exactly. So it's like we're seeing more and more people putting the effort, and actually there might be more than that. But
Fair.
just like I just I'm just impressed every
Yeah.
day by like the amount of people I see doing things. Like I played club, and within like the last 2 years of club that I played, we ended up like traveling farther, and we went to like the big tournaments in like Boston and Rhode
Wow.
Island. And there are these tournaments with like the Nike Boston tournament had 92 courts in one giant center. So it's like you're going from this small town that has like barely any volleyball teams like as it
Holy
is, and then you're
crap.
like you go there and you're like you didn't even realize it could be played at such a like intense big level with all
I
these people.
I didn't even know there was clubs like in Maine for volleyball. That shocks me.
Okay, there's one main club, it's called Maine Juniors.
Okay.
But obviously there's smaller clubs. I played main juniors for 3 years, and then my senior year they created a new club in our area, which was Wicked Northeast. But they are like based in Ellsworth, so that's like an hour drive from me.
Gotcha.
We practice like every weekend, and then we'll go and travel to these big tournaments, which is really
That's awesome.
fun. But there's other ones in different areas, but main juniors is like the really big one.
Gotcha. It's interesting to me, like, there's not more schools with volleyball. Because it's not like football where it's a very expensive sport to maintain, right? You just need a volleyball net. You can put that on your basketball court. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
for
obviously
sure.
it's not the most ideal, but
I feel like honestly most schools have volleyball. I think it's just numbers. But like up in like South Portland area, there's a bunch of schools that have volleyball. It
really,
like it's
okay,
more well, there's also more schools.
yeah, fair,
And they're like higher in the classes as
yeah,
well. They
yeah,
have a little more money. But like I don't know, like I feel like more and more schools are starting volleyball programs.
yeah.
And even down east, like in my area, like Machias and like the surrounding schools all started boys volleyball.
Wow,
And they
that's
were doing
awesome.
like club boys volleyball, and they
Yeah,
had like a DAC, the Down East Athletic Conference, like
yeah,
tournament in like the
nice.
time between basketball and baseball. And I got to manage that and like help out, and it was pretty
Hey, let's
impressive. And
go.
Narragansett won twice in a row. I don't know.
Hey,
Put that out
okay,
there. But like I think this year they're actually doing boys volleyball as a sport.
that's awesome.
For real, for real. So we'll see. We'll see
That's
how that goes. But
no, that's really cool though. I mean, like the more opportunities for athletes to be in anything other than basketball is awesome to me because I mean, again, as someone who truly loves basketball, there are so many other sports out there to play.
for sure.
Again, love basketball to death. I think I choose to play basketball even at my old age of 24. I still choose to I still choose to go play basketball. But I also love that there's availability to play other things. You know what I mean? Like it's cool that a lot of places now have like golf teams. I don't remember there being many
For
golf teams when
sure.
I was in high school. So it's really cool that like it seems to be that Maine is finally coming out of the archaic state that they were in.
Yeah. And we're catching up a little bit, which
A
is good.
little.
Just a little, we're working on it.
It'll come. It'll come in time for sure. Wow, my brain just glitched there for a second. You now obviously are at SMCC. How did that whole process happen for you? Going to college and figuring that part out.
So obviously, like you fill out recruitment forms, and I had known some people that had gone to SMCC, and like Coach Garrett had reached out to me, and he ran a club up here.
Okay.
So the first time I met him, we had like a season opening kind of thing for our clubs, and I had played in like a pool. We did pool play, and I had
All
played
right.
against his team.
Gotcha.
We had like obviously had some conversations, so he knew me. And then after that, he invited me to come up here, and I played with the team a little bit and some other people he was talking to. And I'd come up, I think, a second time, and then he asked me to commit. It was actually pretty smooth.
Nice.
It is a 4-hour drive to here, though,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a
from
hot
my.
minute.
It is. So we would make a weekend of it, but it definitely was pretty easy. And the transition from like down east to moving in here and then having two-a-days every day has honestly been much easier than I thought it would be. Like, for sure. I was quite nervous, and then
Yeah, I bet.
I'm actually perfectly fine. I'm
That's
not a
awesome.
problem actually.
That's awesome. Um, how did you like? Did you have other schools looking at you and you just were like SMCC all the way? Like, I guess how does that like volleyball recruitment work? Because I have to imagine it's incredibly difficult to get recruited out of Maine.
For sure. I'd say for sure. Because there's amazing talent around here, and like I've only seen like one or two girls go like D1.
Yeah.
Very, very little get to actually have the opportunity, which is unfortunate because there's amazing talent out here.
Yeah.
But like I'd been talking to a few other schools, but like the schools like I had specific schools I had in mind that I wanted to go to,
Yeah.
and some of them don't have volleyball. And SMCC just happened to, and the process just kind of happened. And
Fair.
I met the coach, and he might have been one of the best people I've ever met. And he's put in like a lot of effort. And it was like I don't see that because I've worked with some college coaches like
Yeah.
during club and such, but like the effort that he was putting in to like make sure like I was in the know and like make sure I was like I don't know, he just like put in a lot of effort, and it was like I do want to be involved with a program like that with someone who actually puts you first.
Yeah, 100%. SMCC. This is now two sports that I've been like intricately known things that have like gone on. Obviously, starting to figure out through you, but also I know the softball coach well enough now from having a couple of his players on. So it seems that they have things locked down tight over there with some great coaches. Because I mean, like between what you're saying and Coach Caswell for all their stuff for softball, I mean, seems to be a pretty good spot.
For sure. And after practice today, I was like, I'm going on a podcast. Is there anything you don't want me to talk about?
Fair.
Just in case, like, because some coaches are like a blah 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 a play or
Yeah.
something you can't say, and he's like, I don't care. Tell him everything. Tell him the bad things. And I was like,
Hey,
okay.
let's go.
I was like, yes. No, I was just kind of amazed by how he was like, I just want you to be raw and just like talk about whatever feels right. And I was like, this is great. Like, he's just a great person.
I love that.
For sure. Like, I was really amazed when, like, I was trying to apply for classes and he was putting an effort for me. Like, because they had SMCC and, like, all of the schools in the air, like, all the community colleges had, like, switched their systems over. So everybody was
Dear
struggling when it
Lord.
came to, like, applying to classes. He
Yeah.
literally was running around campus on the day we were, like, registering for classes, and he
Yeah.
was, like, running around and, like, asking people questions for me. And
Dang.
it was pretty amazing to see somebody put in that much effort
Yeah.
with as much as they have on their plate.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did um how was the whole like process been for you? Like the actual like oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Jeez, like the actual like beginning process of the season. Holy crap. Preseason. Lord almighty.
No,
How
we
has
got there.
preseason been for you?
It's actually been pretty good. The girls that are here, like the returners, are all super welcoming. Like I was kind of amazed by like the fact that in a room, like I can kind of get a vibe from someone if you think that they're gonna be like a little harder to work with. But like I walked into the room and all these people were just like willing to talk to you and like invited you to go do things. So obviously being on a team with people who are so kind and easy to work with because they're so kind, it makes it so much easier to like get in and like you just work so much better with people that are positive. And I feel like I immediately felt like a click with some people and like as a team as a whole, like they're just pretty amazing people. So I think it's been pretty great and I have amazed myself by like the fact that I'm like able to keep up with all of them
Yeah,
when I thought I wouldn't be able to.
that's
So
fair.
I think it's going pretty well.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you thus far from high school or club even? That's probably club's the better option here to the collegiate stuff you're doing.
So regular season for high school, we had a two setter rotation, which was the basic, like some people call it the middle school rotation, where we don't have a
Jeez,
middle. We only have, it'd be like a right side hitter, a
yep,
setter,
yep,
and then an outside,
gotcha,
rather than the one setter rotation where the setter sets from the back and it's like constant movement. Like,
gotcha.
so I did a little in club, which is hard to adjust to anyway, and I have such a
Yeah,
short period of time where I'm doing such a thing,
yeah, I
where
bet.
it's like coming into this where I'm only doing that, it's been a little harder for me because setting from the back row requires a little bit more like footwork
Yeah,
that I wasn't used to.
fair.
But I've played it enough where I'm like a little more confident in myself, but like it's harder to adjust to that compared to like the two setter rotation. So
Yeah, like is the talent? It's gotta be weird too, right? I mean, you obviously play with pretty good talent, in club and stuff, but what's the talent discrepancy been like for you to like to adjust to?
I had like good experiences in like high school with certain players that were really incredible, but like
Yeah,
seeing just the physicality difference of like I
yeah,
am setting my middle, which I didn't have regular season,
yeah,
and like no matter where I set it or how bad my set is, they're just hitting it and it's going straight to the 10-foot line, and it's
yeah,
like the most amazing thing I've ever seen off my
yeah,
horrible set.
yeah. I
It's
bet.
just like when I have to play back row and like try and pass what these people are giving me, like I blink and it's already on the ground and I'm like so
Nice.
like there is that difference between like these people have been playing two a day or doing two a days and doing workouts and all this and just like
Yeah,
how insane some of the hits are and like it's just like a physical difference between like obviously high school, there's kids playing multiple sports, we've got school and like these people that have been like putting in extra effort. It's just like
Yeah,
it's some
it's gonna be freaking nuts.
yeah, and it's like I don't even know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. Sometimes I'm like even with club, like I was playing with people who were like a little had been playing a little more obviously, but still like there's such a difference between the skill level and as I was saying like the physicality between the college and high school. It was insane.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I can't even imagine because like that, especially because like at the college level, you're stepping into like obviously a little bit different at community college, but like you're stepping into like these older kids slash adults. I mean, adults at this point. These older girls, women. I don't know. I'm just all over the place. The older teammates who like have been in the program. You know, they've been in the strength and conditioning program. They're stronger, they're faster because that's what they do. It's just dedication to this. It's just a culture shock. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I mean, that's why you don't see many elite level athletes in their sport like excel right at the beginning because it is such a shift. Do you think
For
that
sure.
you like what does this year look like for you? Do you know if you're going to get a ton of PT? Do you know if it's going to be like a big thing
So
for you, or what
coming
is this?
in, my coach already had two setters. Both of them were returners.
Gotcha.
So I'm obviously not expecting insane playing time
Yeah.
at all because these people are amazing and they've been working with these same people who are probably going to have the start in their
Yeah.
positions
Yeah.
and they have like obviously more like we have our first scrimmage tomorrow.
Okay. Gotcha.
Obviously, the returners are going to be able to work with each other just a little better.
100%. Yeah. More
Like
time together.
obviously. Exactly, and they understand each other in a different level. I did not come into this at all being like, this position, I'll have this much playing time. Like, not at all. Like, I'm honestly okay with not having playing time.
Yeah. Fair.
Like, it, and like, just watching these people in general is like, they're amazing. And as a group, they won the Yankee Small College Conference last year.
Yes. Yeah.
So obviously, I want them to do that again.
Yeah.
And if that's what's working, that's what's working.
100%.
And I think that's really important because like playing in high school, like I'd seen people getting upset because like they weren't getting playing time and I'm like, if this is what's working for us and we've obviously been successful with this,
Correct.
like that's obviously what we should be doing.
Correct. It would be silly to do something else.
Exactly. So I think it's really important to like have that mindset coming into like a new team being like, obviously if it's working and I
Yeah.
can't be upset by my lack of playing time if these people are so in with each other and able to like do these things that I wouldn't be able to provide for them.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good perspective too, because I mean, you could have the opposite perspective, right? You could be like, "Screw this, I'm better than you. Let me play." You know what I mean? Like, you could have that attitude, but it's good, obviously, that you have that attitude, and an important thing when you enter into the college level. If you, um, I think a lot of college coaches say this, like 90% of their recruitment is done when you step off the court field, put in whatever you surface you play on. It's when you step off that the recruiting begins. It's who you are as a person.
100%. My coach made a point like multiple times when he spoke to me before he had recruited me like I really appreciate how you have a positivity on the bench.
Mm,
He's like even though I think you should be playing at this moment,
yeah,
like you obviously are still keeping a good attitude no matter what's happening. Which felt nice cuz I've been the kid that's been angry and
yeah,
I get upset a lot with myself. So
yeah,
like hearing somebody be like, I appreciate your positivity was obviously like something new and nice to feel.
yeah.
I definitely think I've grown as a player. So
And certainly nice to hear from someone who's not your mom. Because like even though she was your
for sure.
coach, like it's still your mom. So like you're like,
Exactly.
okay,
So like
mom.
yes, 100% like that. And also honestly having my mom as a coach was easier
Oh yeah, I
because
believe it.
she could just look at me and like and I know what she was trying
Yes.
to tell me.
Yeah.
Especially on the court, like she'd just like give me a look and I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, I need to set this person. Like I
Yeah.
need to set Natalie.
Yeah.
So like we had a communication level that was different than obviously here. So I'm concerned and excited to see what that brings. But
Fair. Fair. No, that's fair. My gosh, I just swiped away my notes. being that was an awful move by me. What? How does this is the question I had, and then I'm gonna get into my fun section, so I don't keep you forever because you're doing 2 days. Um, so I was curious to know how does the rotations work in volleyball? This is something that I've never understood because like you have subs, right? But, like how does that work? Because like you rotate, right? I don't know how it works. You gotta tell me.
So obviously there's the six positions on the floor. Each team can have up to two, I think, liberos, which are the ones with the different colored jerseys. And they specialize in obviously like passing, like defense. And they can go in for pretty much anyone in the back row. There's also rules that obviously I don't understand because I'm not a libero about like when you can switch and who you can go for if you've gone for a certain person.
Gotcha.
And also you can only play one libero each like set. So it's like you can only play one of the liberos. You have to choose one if you have
Gotcha.
to. And then, okay, so there's rules where, like, obviously a setter is coming from the back row if you're doing a one setter rotation. And you don't want them to get the first pass off of a serve.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you, like, either, like, hide them with another player or, like, pull somebody from the front row back to pass and they pop up. So there's a lot of, like, really intricate details
Okay.
that I don't think I could explain to you because sometimes I don't even get it.
Very fair.
It's very much like once you know, you know, but it takes years of building to fully understand,
That's fair.
especially when you're playing such a specific position. Like, I'm the person who has to get hidden, so I know, like, what I'm supposed to do, especially since volleyball has those specific positions. And on the court, there's, like, zones, and you can't cross over certain people. Like, if I was in the back row and somebody was in the front row, if a serve was about to come over, I couldn't be in front of them because
Okay.
that's out of rotation.
Interesting. Okay.
It's very specific,
Yeah, that
and
sounds. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Because if you were just able to like freelance and go anywhere, it would be significantly
yeah,
easier.
for sure,
So I mean, I guess it makes
obviously.
sense.
So it's hard to explain. Like genuinely, sometimes I don't get it. Like
Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I want to ask you. I want to ask this question. Just kidding. What is your dream job?
okay. So I'm gonna study to be a social worker,
Gotcha.
but I eventually want to get my certificate in
Hmm.
like therapy and I want to try, it's a hope, but I'm in Down East, Maine, to do art therapy because I'm an art kid.
Art kid. I
I
love that.
It's the best way to describe it. I don't
That's
have to
fair.
go into detail. But that's like my dream job, but given the area I'm in, it's a little harder to have such a specific job, especially since a lot of people in the area aren't really open to certain things like the idea of mental health being real.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, the down east Maine is they're a different breed down there.
They really are. They really are. But it's one of the areas that I think really needs it the
Oh, I
most.
believe that. Yeah.
And especially living there, it's like you see things that aren't really common in other areas,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to mental health. And my area specifically is a fishing town, and there's been a lot of tragedies recently in our specific towns, like involving fishing, and I really think our area needs it the most. I think it'd be a nice place to do it, but
Yeah.
my specific thing I want might not be. That
Oh,
might not be the one.
I mean that makes sense. What does art therapy necessarily look like?
So, I only know one art therapist in my life, and it's my boyfriend's mother. And
Okay,
she
love
is this
that for
lovely
her.
human being. She works on a reservation at a school.
Okay,
And it's
interesting.
mostly for if you're doing really specific things, like a veteran that like struggles to speak or like a young child. It's really a way to like convey something without having to use words. Because a lot of people just don't have the words to explain how they feel.
Yes, yeah,
And like, as somebody who does in fact put their emotions on a piece of paper
yeah,
while like painting or drawing or
yeah.
whatever, it's much easier to like genuinely my therapy throughout high school was going to art class and then like creating art that meant something to me. I just think it's such a good way for people to convey themselves
100%.
that can't do it necessarily. So,
That's really cool. I have actually not. I've heard of art therapy, but I've never like actually seen it in practice. So that's really cool. I think the
for
idea of
sure.
that. Um, Speaking of art, the tattoos. I see. Well, I see one. Do you have more than one?
I have two tattoos.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a few more on my 18th birthday, which is coming up.
Girl, you ain't
Like, I'm
18
very.
yet. Jeez,
I know. I'm young,
I guess
but
so. Everybody's making me feel old tonight. I do not appreciate that.
I'm sorry. No. I have this one. It's a little. I have this thing where I won't regret any tattoos I get, but it's a little pine
Girl,
tree
same.
because I feel like I'm a scrapbook and this is my life and it's gonna be on my body.
Correct.
And I think it's great.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a pine tree that I had drawn. It doesn't necessarily look like the one I drew, but I'm okay with that. But me and my mom both have it. To me, it kind of represents me and my mom as a whole, because me and my mom have been through quite a lot together.
Gotcha.
She's my best friend, and it kind of like our growth together. And then my second one is a little lily,
Oh, beautiful.
and from a song from my favorite artist. It has the line, "Sometimes I think I owe my life to the flowers that have been left here by my mother."
Okay.
And my mother had lilies in the backyard when I was a kid. So that's why that one's there.
Very cool. I love that.
Very specific.
I love that. See, you want to see? Ready for this? Hold on. I have to put the mic down because it's on my arms. Okay. Here we go. So I have this one, which is a honeycomb with flowers coming out of it with a bee. It's the start of a nature sleeve because
For sure.
I love nature. I'm a big nature guy. The three dots right there that look like freckles. Well, there is a freckle at the end of that. That's an actual freckle. But the three dots are representative of me and my sister. So I got this one on my 16th birthday with them. Whenever you can get tattoos first. Anyways, so I got that, and it's three dots. We all have the big open dot wherever we are in birth order, and I'm the youngest. So we all have that one. And
Hmm.
then, as you can see, I have Stitch. Big Stitch guy. Love Stitch.
Hmm.
So that's why that one's there.
Yeah.
And then I have the snail. Again, I love nature. I'm all over the place with my tattoos.
Me too.
Then I have a Bible verse, which you can't really see right there, on my wrist. It's the verse that saved my life. Essentially, is the quick way to say that without giving you my whole life story. And then I have two origami pieces because I love art. Obviously, I have art all over me. But one's a squirrel, one's a cat. There we go. Couldn't remember. And then the last one is probably my most meaningful one, which again is really hard to show. I'm now learning this. It's really hard to show tattoos on the camera. It's a compass with forestry and mountains in the background. And it says, "Before you ask which way to go, remember where you've been."
For sure.
To always tell me that, like, my scars don't define me, but they help lead me to a better life from where I was.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm working on a patchwork sleeve. So
Okay.
I need quite a few more to get there.
I
But
this is my patchwork sleeve. It's just a bunch of random stuff. I want a rose right down the piece of the arm right there that's open.
for sure.
I want that really bad, but I
Yeah,
haven't done
I have a few. I've planned out my whole sleeve.
it.
So I
Okay.
know exactly what
Well,
I'm getting next and when and
well,
all
tell
this
me.
stuff.
Come on now.
I'll only tell you the two that I'm gonna get. But
Okay.
this tattoo was from obviously an artist, Hosier, which he does Take Me to Church.
Yes. I
That one. Okay.
girl, come on now. Yeah, I do. I know.
Okay.
I'm not
Well, I
that
love
old.
Hosier.
Relax.
Well, I tell people my age and they're like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Okay, let me." But
Sick.
Hosier like genuinely is like my favorite thing in the entire world. Like it's all consuming.
They're
But
very
I
good.
saw him for sure. He's great. But I want to get. He has a song called "Swan Upon Leda," which he's intellectual. A Greek reference to like Greek mythology where Zeus can like transform
Yeah.
into things. He can shapeshift, and he becomes a swan, and he seduces Leda,
Okay.
which is how it's told
Gotcha.
in quotations,
Gotcha.
and Leda falls pregnant. But the song by Hosier talks about like he released it when Roe v. Wade was overturned,
Gotcha.
and he just like the song is just really about like almost in solidarity to these women
Gotcha.
that are like obviously going through such an insane time.
Yeah.
And I want to get Leda in Greek letters on my shoulder here because like how much that song brought me through such a rough time period and like it's just an amazing song and life changing.
Yeah. No, I love
And
it.
then a second Hosier tattoo,
Okay.
Unknown slash Ninth, which
Okay.
is one of his songs on his newest album.
Okay.
It means so much to me, and hearing it in concert live was just like, yeah. And yeah, that's going there forever, actually.
Yeah, fair.
I just love Hosier.
Fair.
But no, half the tattoos I want on my body are Hosier related, but
I love that
he's.
for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's
But
interesting.
definitely.
So it sounds like you're more of like a meaningful tattoo person than eh?
Yes, but at the same time, I've thrown in a little things that are just cute and fun.
I love that.
So,
I see. The reason I have half of these is, well, one, most of these are for when I was having a mental breakdown
no, that's
and
real.
needed a tattoo because my therapy. Go talk to my tattoo artist about the things going on in my life and have them stab me with a needle over and over again.
Yes,
But yeah, no, it's like that. This patchwork sleeve is basically like 90% Gabe's having a mental breakdown and needs a tattoo. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I love that like you have like meaning to your tattoo. I've always been like the I love art, but I'm way too cheap to buy actual art to put in my house, which is kind of true. I buy like really expensive art pieces for no reason that sit in boxes. Yeah, but yeah, so I've like decided that like my body is kind of like that
for
for
sure.
me now. I like to have like art displayed on me that of other people. So like for me, it's not like, oh, if someone says your tattoo's really sick, it's like thanks, like this person did it. It's
For
like
sure.
just having like art to like display on my skin, which is probably like a really weird thing to most people, but um, but I love it.
Not at all. No, it's great.
I have a big old chest tattoo that my artist, I go to the same artist every time, and she wanted to like mess around with like a big chest piece because she's never done one. And I said, sure, why not? I'll figure that out. And so I have like a tiger skull with ivy running through it on my chest, which was absolutely miserable to get.
For sure.
On the ribs, worst experience I've ever had in my entire life.
Hmm.
But I would 100% do it again. Loved it. But yeah, no, I love that you have meaning behind yours. It's really cool.
For sure. I really like the idea of being able to like look back and be like, I know exactly where I was at this time in my life
Oh
when
yeah,
I got this. And I also think that like as human beings, like our bodies are going to age and like aging is telling of your life
100%.
and telling of what you've been through.
Yeah,
And I don't get the purpose of not putting things that are also telling of what I've been through also on my
100%.
body. That'll age with me and like I don't know. I just think some people who like are I don't know, when people ask, I'm like, I genuinely don't care how much I hate this tattoo in 10 years
Yeah.
because I will know exactly
Why you
who
got
I
it?
was and what I was doing and why.
Yes,
So,
I remember literally all of my tattoos, even the ones like when I was having mental breakdowns and needed a tattoo. I remember every state of mind I was in, why I got it, when I got it, like the exact day I got it. Most of these I know exactly when I got them, just because I just like, I don't know, it just reminds me of them. I can look at them and be like, oh yeah, like I remember like my Stitch and my Snail were in the same week. Which don't do that. Your body will reject the ink on the second one, which I learned with Stitch, which is why he's so faded. Body rejected the ink because there were two color tattoos in the same week. But like it was Valentine's Day, the year before I met my wife, and I was so depressed because like my girlfriend had broken up on me, a whole other thing, and I was like, oh, like it's a Valentine's Day snail, which like love that for me, and Stitch, which is just like my childhood favorite movie, and the snail has a little heart in it because they want like my artist was like, I want to do like one for Valentine's Day and a snail, and she loves snails, and so like I got that because I was like, dude, Valentine's Day sucks. I'm gonna go to a tattoo parlor and get stabbed so that I can be not sad anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's like the
no,
the
for
thing.
sure. For sure. I totally understand.
Let's jump to the fun section now that we've rambled about tattoos for 20 minutes.
It's fine. It's,
The best player that you have played with.
okay, this is hard for me because obviously I'm experiencing like a new level of players at the moment,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna think about it with both like talent and like as a human being. So for regular season, Autumn Peterson, she plays at CMCC now.
gotcha.
She was our standout player my junior year. She obviously graduated, but we were almost like a dynamic duo, I'd like to say, but she definitely won us. Like obviously it's a team thing, but like without Autumn we wouldn't have been
Gotcha.
us. So she's pretty amazing. Also Natalie took Natalie. We
Yeah,
took like she took charge this year.
I believe that from Natalie.
100%. I mean, Natalie's great. And then also I have a friend. Her name's Lola. She was a freshman
Yeah,
my senior year. She came in straight varsity.
yeah, love that for her.
And by the end of the season, like in the state game, she probably played the best out of anyone. Like she obviously like stand out. Like she like you could just see her improvement throughout the season. Like I genuinely believe she is going places. And obviously she's a good friend of mine and I absolutely love her. Um, Great person, great family, friends with her family.
Love that.
But if I like really had to choose one person, I have a friend who I played club with who
Okay.
goes to Woodland.
Okay.
Her name's Miss Sun. She's tall and she's in like I think she plays middle and outside and right side. Her team is a little like lower in level than her, so
Gotcha.
she does struggle like regular season, like she doesn't get the recognition she deserves because it's obviously a team sport and we have to like all play at such a high level. But as a player, she's pretty incredible, but also as a person, like genuinely, she changed my outlook on things in life. Like she's like a great person. Um and she just means so much to me. Like she's like number one of the best players I've ever experienced in a team setting. For sure, she's incredible. But yeah, I think she's coming up on her junior year, perchance.
Dying. Oh,
But she's young. She was like a freshman when I was a junior, and I was like, obviously I'm young, so
yeah.
it wasn't as weird as it sounds, I swear. No.
Fair enough. No, I feel you.
But she's great. I absolutely love her, and she's definitely going places as well.
Love that. How tall is she?
Wow. She's probably in the 6 foot range,
Holy crap.
for sure.
Good for
She's
her.
super tall.
Okay. Your favorite player of all time?
Like, okay, I don't really watch volleyball, which is probably a bad thing. So, like, I honestly could not name someone that I like. I remember I had a phase where I watched Nebraska and Texas a lot, but I don't remember being like one person that was like,
Fair enough.
yeah. Like,
That's
I
fair.
really don't. I don't watch sports. I think it's because I play sports all the time, and it's like I'd rather just go home and watch my other content I like to consume. But, like, I mean, I watch, like, obviously I managed basketball and baseball, so, like, I watch sports like that, but in different ways. So, I don't know. I'm not really, like, I come home and I'm like, I don't wanna watch anything
Okay.
that's sports related.
But what are we watching then? When we're not if we're not watching sports, what are we coming home and watching? What's on the ledger?
I will be like 35 and still watching YouTube every night. I think YouTube is such a great platform.
Me too. But also I'm
Okay,
I'm
thank
old,
you.
so
But like genuinely I'm like I don't know what I'd do without watching YouTube.
all I watch is YouTube, to be fair. I don't watch
No, me
TV.
too.
So
I if I watch a TV show, it's something I'm binging within like
I feel that. Yeah.
I binge a show and then I am into movies, but I'm also into like weirdly specific movies
Me too.
that no one like likes or
Like what?
understands. Um If I tell you my favorite movies, I like Annihilation with Natalie Portman. Okay, Donnie Darko,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think Midsummer, which is a horror movie.
Midsummer's so good.
Thank you. It's
Speaking
such
my
a good movie.
language. Okay. I like it.
But it's like very oddly specific movies. And I have like weird rules about movies where it's like I can't watch a comedy movie, but like I can watch a comedy show.
I feel that.
I
I don't watch
I'm not
comedy
gonna
movies.
thank you. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the short form
A
of
hundred
like or
percent.
like the fact like a movie can't be mindless. Like a TV show
A
I can
hundred
put on
percent.
and do my tasks.
Agreed.
And it being comedy, like I don't have to pay as much attention.
Yes.
That's probably why. But like the short form, I need to have something that's like I want to sit at the end and be really confused on what happened and have to think about it. So that's what I usually consume, and then I like my YouTube.
Okay. I love that. So I like. Are you like? Oh man, I'm gonna name a bunch of older movies, and you're probably not gonna have any clue what I'm talking about. Is it Schindler's List, the one about the island? Or am I
I
completely
haven't
messing
watched
that
it,
up?
but probably
Okay, cool. So you wouldn't know anyways.
I'll put it on a list.
Okay, The Lighthouse. That's one you should check out if you haven't
I
watched.
should.
It's like a horror thriller type of thing, but like like watch the end at like what just happened?
I like horror only if it's not jump scare. Like I want to be like
Agreed.
I want to like feel uncomfortable. Like I don't want to have to like be scared. I just
Agreed.
want to be like,
Yes. You're like I might cry, but not
yes,
like because something just jumped out at me and I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now. But yeah, like you're
yeah.
like, oh, this is like brutal. Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
am too.
for sure. I'm very specific with my movies,
Yeah, like I can't.
and no one knows what they are.
Yeah, I feel that. I can't do like the like Insidious or any of those ones because they're too jump scary.
Yeah, no, I think I remember at an early age I'd watched The Lodge, which is a really niche movie,
Love the
but it
Lodge.
was like
Yep,
really okay, good. It's like that psychological thriller, and I think that movie, like I watched it probably when I was like 10 or
why?
11. It's children with a TV remote, you
That's
know?
so true.
And like I remember I loved it as a kid,
Yeah,
like the newer it.
yeah.
So like I saw that the kid that was in that one and I was like this is about to be the best movie ever.
I love
First
it.
10 minutes I'm like but I think that what changed the way I consumed movies because like it wasn't jump scare. And I was like because as the kids we had watched like jump scare movies together and I was like
Yeah,
not a fan. Like
they're
as much as
never
I
they're
loved
not
it as
fun.
a kid, I was like I had to watch it so many times that I'd know when the jump scares were coming.
Yes, yeah.
And that's what made me like it is I knew it was coming. So I don't know. I think definitely I just can't do the jump scares. I don't know. I need
No,
a
I feel
thriller.
that.
I need the psychological horror.
Yes.
I like body horror a little bit.
Yeah.
Midsummer has a little body horror and it's like
Yeah.
enough to make me really uncomfortable, but not like
Not like I'm not turn this off right now.
exactly.
I watched probably, which this is not a movie recommendation. Do never watch this movie when I say what it is. Animal Farm. I watched not knowing anything about it before I went in.
Not Animal Farm by like George Orwell. It's like a
No, no,
different,
no, 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 no,
totally
no.
different because like I love George Orwell,
Yeah, no,
but
no,
like
no, 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 no.
totally
This is
different. Okay.
not something you want to watch.
Okay.
It's a horror movie that you'll definitely leave being like, what the heck did I just watch?
But more traumatized
More
than usual.
traumatized by that movie. Yeah, yeah. Like it's a bunch of people who are wearing like animal masks.
Okay, I think I've heard of this. I'm 90% sure I've heard about this.
Yeah, like they're all on a farm. It's very weird.
I've seen one that's kind of like that, but like
My
it
wife
might
is
be the
laughing at
same
me.
guy who makes these movies, but like I'm pretty positive I've heard about this or like seen like content from it.
My wife's trying to think of something. I thought it was like Animal Farm, wasn't it? Is it Pig something? We're trying to figure it out. Do not watch it. Save your time. You will be traumatized for life if you watch this movie. Like they're eating like I think they're eating like human body parts out of troughs and stuff. Weird movie. Like you just walk away being like, why did I spend the last hour and a half watching this movie? Like I hate my life now.
Like who made this?
Like yes, what weirdo decided to put this in a movie? That's kind of
Like
like
who gave the funding for this?
correct. That's kind of like Human Centipede, and the really really
Yeah, not
weird
watching that one
grotesque
either.
one.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
my
who
sister
thought of
loved
this?
that movie when she was a teenager and made me watch it, and I hate
Mm,
my life for it.
great.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, just classic childhood trauma because of Human Centipede. So much fun.
Love it.
Wait, is there any new movies you could put us on?
Not that I've watched, but the guy that did Annihilation made the movie Warfare.
Yep.
I want to see it so bad because it's supposed to be like as accurate as you could possibly get without it being like war propaganda
Gotcha.
to like being in like I think it was in Afghanistan or Vietnam that they were I think it was Afghanistan, but the guy who had made it was in Afghanistan at some point in his life.
Oh wow.
And it has like an all-star cast. Like it has like
Really?
Joseph Quinn and like well like all-star more like recent outbreaks, but like Joseph Quinn who was in Stranger Things, Kit Connor, Charles Melton maybe. And it's like it's a really good cast and it's supposed to be like you're within this time period of like a day, one single mission, and the whole movie goes throughout this mission
Holy.
in almost real time, and it's supposed to be like absolutely like at the end of it you're like a mess, and I'm like that's what I want to be, and I obviously loved Annihilation, so that's what I really have been wanting to see. I've thought about going to see that new one with Dave Franco and his wife. What is it? It's like Together or something.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
That one. I've thought about that one,
Me too.
but I don't know. It might be a little much for me.
That's
But that's
super
that's
fair.
been one that I've been thinking about going to see. But
Okay. I love that. Yeah, I don't go to watch movies very frequently. Again, stick to my
it's
YouTube.
that no one wants to go to the movies that I want to go to.
I
So it's like
feel
I'm not gonna go alone.
ain't that the truth? I'm not gonna be the loser that's in the movie theater alone. No offense
Exactly.
to if there's people out there who are, good for you.
Good for you. I'm glad you have the confidence.
That's not gonna be me.
No. And like everyone's like, oh my gosh, Happy Gilmore too. And I'm like, I need to see something. And they're like, no. I'm not doing that.
That's how I am too. Happy Gilmore 2, everybody's excited. I'm like, I don't really care.
I watched it because like I dabble in golf,
Okay,
but like my doors were not. I'm not an Adam Sandler like lover.
me either. He's okay.
I think he does a great job and good for him. He's like
Yeah,
has an empire, but like I'm not jumping out of my jeans to go see an Adam Sandler movie.
yeah, agreed. I agree with that. I will jump out of my jeans to go see like a Shyamalan movie.
Don't know who that is, but I should.
My God, what?
I'm sorry.
You don't know who Shyamalan is? He's like one of the most famous horror directors like
Okay,
currently.
give me. I don't know names. Give me.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna get you some of his most famous ones because I like some of the more niche ones, and then I forget the names of them. Don't ask me why. It's just I have awful name recognition. Okay, this is Wikipedia. This isn't gonna help me. Hold on. Here we go. This is IMDb. Okay, like, have you seen Split?
I've heard of it.
Oh my gosh, you're talking about psychological thriller. That is,
I need to get like a list out and I need to start writing stuff.
yes, do it.
Hold on, do I actually have?
Or get your phone or something. I'm gonna put you on some great ones.
I'm prepared now.
Okay, so Split is the first one that
Okay.
M Night does. Um, that's not his first one ever, but it's one of the better ones. Don't watch the sequel, Glass. Way
Not
worse.
as good. Okay.
Not as good. Split,
Sequels are historically bad.
yes, it's like a whole like universe. Not his best work. Split though is fantastic. It's a psychological thriller. It has you on the edge of your seat the whole time. Old, like that one a lot. The psychological thriller type beat, I think you would enjoy. There's some older ones too, like that maybe, like the Lady of the Water.
Okay, next.
Okay, The Village. What in the world
I
are we
know.
doing? The Village is a great one. The Sixth Sense obviously is like a like pinnacle horror movie.
I've heard. It's just like when I watch a movie, I'll watch it and then I'll rewatch it like 80 times.
Yeah,
So like me branching out into new movies is maybe I need to start again.
The Sixth Sense is the first one like in that series of like where Split is in, but it's the only other standalone where there's not like other people in it. If that makes sense. And there's not multiple main characters, but very good one as well. I'm looking at some of the other ones that are his best. The Watchers.
I think I've also heard of
That one's
this.
very new. That's 2024.
Oh, then I've definitely heard of it.
Very good though. Very good. That's when they're stranded in the like box. And they can see the wilderness outside of it. You've definitely seen like the ads for it.
No, I definitely have.
Very good.
What was the I don't know who made this movie, but it's that newer one. I had the name. It was where that kid like the promo of it, it was just that kid that like ate a knife. What is that one?
What?
No, it was like a body horror, like psychological horror one, and I really wanted to see it and I've forgotten the name. And everyone was like, "This is actually bad," and I'm like, "Oh,
That doesn't surprise me. A lot of people
I
think
need
a
to
lot of
think."
movies are bad. You gotta give me more information. Maybe I can find it.
No, I let's see if my computer, because I'm using my phone at the moment because my
Yeah.
computer wasn't working.
I'm using my iPad, so we can both figure this out.
Mm.
I'm looking too. We can find it.
It's really new. Like it, I remember seeing the promo maybe like 2 months ago.
It's not the weapons one, right?
No, that one, I don't know if I want to see that one.
That one freaks me out. It makes me a little bit scared. Not gonna lie to you.
Bring Her Back.
Bring Her Back.
Yeah, it's like a new one. The trailer came out 2 months ago.
Oh, so it's really new. So it might not even be out yet.
I think it is out because I remember watching people like the before and after reactions on TikTok, and they were
Okay.
like,
Oh, it's an A24 movie. Of course, it's
"Yeah, A24,
A24 is so good.
exactly."
I'm watching the trailer right now in real time on the
In real
podcast.
time. Mm,
Everyone can enjoy it with me. Not really because I don't want to get copyrighted.
exactly.
Am I really about to see some kid put a knife through his mouth?
No, like it's not on screen, but like I don't know if it's in the trailer, but you can hear him like chomping on it.
Oh, that was a creepy kid. We love a creepy kid. That's kind of
No, it's good.
what in the world? A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual. Oh, yeah, that's good for them.
Yay!
Bro, is there something coming out of this child right now?
I don't know what's happening, but I just remember seeing stuff and I was like, "This looks weird," and I need to see it.
This does look really good. Wait, what is this on? I'm watching this tonight. Not actually. It's 9:30 at night. But
Exactly.
I'm watching this sometime soon. It's on
Yeah.
Prime Video. Is that it? No way. Okay. Always says we have Prime. That's helpful. Puts us in a good spot. Anyways, now we're on movies. I don't want to keep you up all night, so I'll get off the movies and we can finish this. But yeah, those are some M Night, definitely a guy to check out. I mean, you're already on A24, obviously. It sounds like so,
For sure.
because A24 is awesome. A lot of
Exactly.
great ones. Last one. Have you seen The Invisible Man? Not the old one, but the new one.
I no, I think I might have seen bits and pieces at some point,
It's a good one
but
too.
I don't think I've ever like sat down and watched it.
That's a good one too. Um, Definitely more like a psychological thriller. Smile. Those ones.
Okay, I've basically seen the whole movie via TikTok at this point.
That's so fair. The Smile movies are creepy.
Oh, I bet they are. And I don't know how I feel about the monster. Makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. The monster showing up kind of makes things really scary at that point, but
Yeah, I don't like the full
yeah, that
looking
part's
at it.
that part's freaky.
Yeah, I don't like that one. Keep that to yourself, please.
That's only the second one.
Okay,
The
good.
first one's not like that. You don't see the monster at all in the first one. You see,
Maybe I'll watch the first one. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see if I'll dip my toes
the
in the
first
second.
one's significantly better than the second one, in my opinion. Anyways, back to finishing this podcast. um, the biggest mentor slash inspiration in your life.
I feel like it's obvious that it's gonna be my
Yeah,
mom.
but give us some
Obviously,
backstory. I mean, obviously she's your mom. She birthed you. That's the beginning of
yes,
the
she
story.
birthed me. We've been through like quite a bit together. Obviously, the tattoos on my body are from my
Yeah,
mom. Like, she like we live alone at the moment together. My parents aren't together.
yeah.
And that attributes a lot to how close we are. I won't go into detail about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
I don't know, like we've had such a connection and it's grown. Like there was a period of time where like me and my mother were not close and that was relatively recent, like probably within the past 2 years.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But like that flip between like not really talking to my mom as much and then like her being literally my best friend.
Yeah,
And obviously like as a person, like she's very resilient. All the women in my family are pretty resilient. They've been through quite a bit and but they're incredible. But like I don't know. She really has shaped who I obviously because she gave birth to me,
yeah,
but
yeah. That
she's
helps.
shaped who I am. Like we've both grown as human beings within the last few years and like definitely if you had a conversation with me right now and then a conversation with me a few years ago, you'd be talking to a completely different person.
Yeah, that's fair.
And a lot of that is the relationship I have with my mother. Um, and like it's we don't even like agree on things. Like we have different political views, we have different like all of this, but like we have such like a deep rooted connection. And with her as my coach for volleyball, she obviously has pushed me more than most people, and she was amazing when she played. She played in college, but like this idea of having to like I want to be as good as her. Like I want her to be able to be like proud of me. She was what? She's this is her like 8th year of getting coach of the year for DAC in
Holy
a
shit.
row. So obviously she's doing something correct.
Yeah,
And obviously being able to win 2 state championships with my mother was amazing.
yeah. I bet.
Um, Also getting player of the year and my mom getting coach of the year
Yeah,
was like it was like a together win.
yeah,
Not that it was new to her, but I don't know. She's obviously such a big part of my life, especially now that we not currently because obviously I'm in college now, but we existed together in our apartment together
yeah,
for 2 years, just us. And she like truly like changed my life multiple times in my life. Like
yeah,
we've been through different phases together,
yeah.
experienced different things together, and like her just how amazing she is as a human throughout what she's been through is like I just can't. Like she's been through so much and is able to just be this person that just can move on and experience things still. It's I don't know. She's amazing.
No, I love it. I love that. I don't want to. I don't want to ask more questions because I like to end. That was a good. You made a great way for that to end. I feel like that's just a good spot to end. So,
For
um,
sure.
obviously, thank you for coming on. I greatly appreciate it. I could be the floor here at the end and say whatever you want. It could be. I'll give you some examples. Don't worry. You can shout out your Instagram if you'd like. You can, or any social media, whatever it may be. You can let us know when you guys have your first game of the year, preseason or otherwise. You can say some like sort of inspirational thing, if you have like an inspirational quote you love or whatever it may be, you have the floor for as long as you'd like to say as much as you'd like, and then I will close this.
Okay. All I think to say is definitely follow Narraguegas volleyball this year. They're coming off 2 wins, big wins, and I see some bright bright futures for them.
For sure.
I think they'll do great this year, and I think it'll be really fun to watch. We're always fun to watch, but got some amazing kids, and Natalie's a senior this year, so watch it to the end. I think she might be the only senior. I don't know if anyone else came back that is returning.
That makes sense.
So watch her. She's amazing. And also follow SMCC Volleyball and watch us play. We have our first scrimmage tomorrow,
Dang.
which I don't know if that'll be live streamed or anything, but still, definitely follow. They're coming off a big win too, and it'd be exciting to see them go back to nationals. Stay up to date.
Perfect. I love it. All right. Again, thank you truly for coming on. I appreciate it. For all those that'll listen, obviously share this thing up, do all the things you do with it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.